Right!
Saxleo Temple. Isn't that where Shion was being held?
Shh. Wasn't it beautiful? I can't wait for this.
Hey, Law. Been training?
Yeah, I guess I got a little carried away. You think this is bad, you should see the state of my underwear.
Yeah. A word of advice. You might want to refrain from mentioning that stuff around girls. Ones without a military history especially.
Man, can you imagine Rinwell's face? She'd have a nervous breakdown.
I meant in general, but you sure mention her a lot, you know.
Huh? Oh, you know, she's always there, even when you least expect it. Springs to mind easily.
Either that, or maybe some part of you is subconsciously always wishing she was there.
May the trials and tribulations of young romance never change.
Romance? Like I'd be interested in that know-it-all tomboy. I'm more about mature women. Someone more like Kisara.
You know, I used to be a tomboy too when I was Rinwell's age.
Look, it's not tomboys I have anything against. But come on, you've got to admit she can be a lot to handle.
Hey, I miss anything? What's all the fuss about?
Rinwell.
Thunderblade!
Ah! What the hell was that for?
A little birdie told me you were speaking about me behind my back. Whew!
From the looks of it, I'd say you've got yourself a rival.
It wouldn't be called the Spring of Youth without a little storm every now and then.
Hey, Shion. How are you and Alphen getting on these days?
That's a little out of the blue. Why do you ask?
Sorry, it's just... I don't know, I'm just curious, I guess. I mean, a lot's changed now he's got his senses back and all.
I suppose you're right. Well, to tell you the truth, if he'd been the way he is now back when I'd first met him, I probably wouldn't have gotten this involved. But then, if we hadn't met like we did, then I never would have experienced these feelings, so... I guess it's complicated.
I can imagine. I know it's not the same thing, but I know what it feels like to have someone you love who's out of reach.
Because of Miguel.
Alphen's still alive. It's not too late, you know. And after all, who can say what the future holds? I think if I were you, I'd take things as they come for now.
Besides, touch isn't everything. I've never touched you, Shion, but that doesn't stop you from knowing that I care about you, right?
That's true. But I do remember back when we first met, you made it plenty clear you weren't my biggest fan.
But that was a long time ago. There were lots of things I didn't understand back then. Not that that's the point.
Don't worry, I'm only teasing. I know what you mean. Thank you. And you're right. There are ways to convey your feelings besides just touching.
I'll say, cooking immediately springs to mind. And if it's someone's favorite dish, all the better. If there's something on your mind that you want to tell him, why not try appealing directly to his stomach?
You might just have a point. I'll give it a shot.
Uh-oh. If it's Alphen's palate you're appealing to, that doesn't bode well for the rest of us.
Well, friendship is about being supportive. Sometimes we just have to do our best and take one for the team, right?
Even after staying here, we never truly got to the bottom of what makes this realm's citizens tick.
Renan and Danon are meaningless distinctions here. To have one's own mind is strictly forbidden. All that matters is blind obedience.
That might be the case now, but it can't always have been like that. There must have been something more.
Once, maybe. Question is that something still salvageable?
If it's not, we'll just have to make something new. No, not we. They've had enough foisted on them as it is.
You're right. It's time the people here had the chance to forge their own path. That's not to say it'll be easy, but it will be worthwhile.
These things take time to... What the? An ambush?
Sorry. Sorry. There was a huge flying bug and I sort of shot without thinking.
A bug? You mean like a Zoogle?
Something tells me she would have shot it, whether it was a Zoogle or not.
This realm is teeming with humid forests. It's only natural insects would feel more at home here than Menancia. In fact, I seem to recall reading somewhere that bugs around these parts lay their eggs in human food to ensure healthy incubation.
Sounds like they're tougher than they look.
What about you, Alphen? Bugs don't creep you out?
I wouldn't say I was their #1 fan. Mind you, if times get desperate enough, I've been known to eat them.
Insects as a culinary option, you say? What kind of seasoning are we talking?
Dohalim, I don't think he was talking about cooking them.
Hey, a lizard! I never thought about this until now, Alphen, but doesn't it get hot wearing that armor all the time? You feel heat and cold again, don't you?
Admittedly, yeah. It can get pretty toasty in this thing.
Is it hard when your back starts to itch?
Oh, you bet. Plus, my shoulders get stiff wearing it, even if it's not all that heavy.
Kisara looks like she manages all right with her armor.
Armor takes a strong body and a stout heart.
Spoken like a true guardsman. Not that I really get what you mean.
The more I think about it, the more I realize what a pain it must be. Like, what do you do when you need to take a leak?
Ew!
That part can be a bit of a pain, yeah. More things to take off.
That sucks, man. Wouldn't it be easier if you just walked around outside of your armor most of the time instead?
You never know when the enemy might attack. As tempting as it might be to take it off, it's not worth getting killed over.
So basically, you're screwed if you ever get attacked while taking a dump. Right, Rinwell?
Are you doing this on purpose?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Just great.
Cheers!
Cheers! What?
Nice try, you two. Better luck next time.
Never. Why?
Wait, something's wrong.
I couldn't catch it. I'll always be alone. How could I? Oh, please. I'm so lonely.
Oh no. This is just like what happened before. Alphen!
I'm alone. I'm all alone.
What can I do to get her to snap out of it? There aren't any thorns this time. Oh, I've got it!
Alphen?
Shion, you're not alone. You've got all of us. And it wasn't just one bouquet either. There's also this one from me. So please, don't give up. We'll fight this together. Shion!
You dummy! That's not what I was upset about. How many times do I need to tell you not to blindly rush into things? That said, it does make me feel better. Even if your bouquet is just a weapon named after one.
I'm just glad I could help. And I made another one to go with it, so it wouldn't be lonely either.
You never cease to amaze me, Alphen. Serious.
Feeling better now, Shion?
I'm sorry I lost my cool like that.
Don't worry. It's not like I have any room for criticism.
Being a grown-up isn't easy, is it?
Dohalim, the line of researchers is getting longer.
Perhaps I should have put more thought into this before accepting.
Hey, Rinwell, tell me about your parents. What were they like?
They were kind. That's the part I like to remember. They could also be strict, though, especially when it came to magic. I never understood why I had to work so hard to learn magic. Why we couldn't just be done with it and live openly like everyone else. Needless to say, that didn't go over well. Of course, if I'd had known that one day I'd be doing this, I would have taken my studies more seriously. What about your parents?
Same deal. Run through the mill. Told constantly that training was the only way to survive in a world like this. It got bad enough that I ended up running away and siding with the Renans of all people. And now, I've got that training to thank for being alive.
I know how that feels.
The first time we met, you risked using your magic to stop me from kicking my dad's ass. You could have done anything else. You could have ignored it. So, why?
Yeah, I guess something about Zephyr reminded me of my own father.
You don't say. So, did your pops and mine look a lot like each other?
Not really. Not at all, in fact. I don't know how to explain it. I just felt a resemblance, I guess.
Wow. Well, I won't pretend I understand, but I'm glad. Your dad must have been a great guy.
He was.
Maybe it's the snow soaking up all the sound, but something about Cyslodia always feels mysterious to me. Solemn, almost.
When it comes to solemnity, I'd say our own Octalina Palace is no slouch.
I won't argue with you there. Still, that azure tint of the shadows on the silvery white snow, it has a certain indescribable quality.
Indeed. It was boorish of me to even suggest such a comparison.
All I know is it's freaking cold. Still, more pleasant now that the locals aren't quite as frosty towards us.
Well, excuse me if I'm too frosty for your warm self.
Oh, come on! You know I didn't mean you. Besides, really, I'm the one who...
How about we stop getting hung up on the past for a change? Take what you've learned and put it to use in the future instead.
An unexamined past can be just as dangerous in its own right.
Better that than obsessing over it like a certain someone I know.
Kisara doesn't mince her words, does she?
I could say the same thing about one or two of the other women around here.
Tell me about it.
I think I'll refrain from commenting on this one.
Hootle, I've got some dried fish for you. You want some?
Forget that. Doesn't some tasty red meat sound better, boy?
Hey! Stop trying to coax him away with treats. Get your own adorable sidekick if you're so desperate for one.
He appears to enjoy being the center of attention.
Funny how things change. He and Rinwell used to be joined at the hip, or shoulder to talon.
It's not just Hootle who's become more trusting. Isn't that so, Rinwell?
They do say pets and their owners act alike. I suppose since we've been together, I've done my share of coming out of my own shell too.
Well then, I guess with you and Hootle, that makes us all one big happy family.
Sometimes when I'm deep in thought, Hootle will come over and sit next to me. I only wish I could actually pet him.
Oh, you will someday. You won't believe how soft he is.
Wish I had that problem. I'm lucky if I can so much as look at old Featherbrain without him trying to claw me to ribbons.
Really? He seems tame enough around everyone else. Maybe it's just Hootle's way of establishing dominance?
That's dogs, not owls.
What's going on when Hootle pecks at you?
I don't know. Like when I'm talking to Rinwell, it's like he's trying to muscle me out or something. Unless... Wait, you don't suppose I make him jealous?
Come again?
Ow! Ah, get off of me, you insecure fluff ball!
I rather think they make a good comedic pairing.
Look out!
What the hell is that? Hey! You want a piece of me?
Stay calm, Law. It's coming for us.
You just had to make things difficult for us, didn't you?
What are you muttering about? Focus or you'll get hurt.
Don't worry. I'll have this wrapped up in a flash.
I'm all stopped up.
Take this!
Mega Ray! Go for the weak point!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
On a roll now!
Raining captivity!
Oh, now you're talking!
Confiscated!
Sliver Dragon! I'll face you!
Here I go! Gut! Mega Ray!
It's too much!
I'll grind you into dust! Infernal!
Mega Ray!
Blazing Blade! Swallow Dance! Do it!
Raining chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
What did I tell you? Don't get in our way!
Raining thrust!
Shattering to pieces! Attack us! I'll smash you! What the? Flames?
Watch out! It's changing its attack!
You picked the wrong fight!
Is that a healing art? It is. I can't ignore your pain. I'll try to be more careful.
Let's tear it up!
I owe you one. Stay away from my friend! Raining storm!
Ready to go!
Don't mind if I do!
That frickin' does it! Here we go again! Dragon Shout!
Searing Flame! Reload! I'll bring you back from death a bit!
Shattering pieces! Heal my weary companion!
Precipitation!
Cure!
Lightning!
Not done yet!
Erase it!
Flame of Fury!
You do this all day? I hope this thing is mentally... I've let you all down.
Searing Flame!
Raining
Reload! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Hush, forgive me.
Precipitation!
This is my fault.
Here, let me help!
Watch yourself.
First aid!
I sense incredible power.
Here I go!
Tornado drive.
Hurricane!
Seismic winter. Flash.
Inspiration!
Again! I'm ready!
Benediction light.
Heal!
Resuscitation!
Nothing gets by me!
Not done yet!
Vanish without a
Denied!
Benediction light.
I'm gonna need more than that!
Swallow Dance!
Blow away!
Storm!
Raining
Where are you going?
Take this!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Take this! Blow away! Smash you! Air pressure!
Raining flash!
Rending you apart!
Blow away!
Crumble!
There!
Is this it?
Don't give up!
Heal my weary companion! Cure
Bring you back
fighters!
from death's abyss!
I hope this thing is mentally approved. Everlasting.
Not done yet!
Negative state.
Here's a healing art! First
Blow
aid!
away!
On your
Ready?
what you
Ready?
threw!
Here!
Infernal punch!
Is this it?
Annihilation! By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace!
Inspiration! Denied! I could do this all day!
Not done yet!
Explode!
Heal! Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Eat this!
Raining flash! Blow away!
Great! That'll make things easier.
Raining
Eagle
flash!
Dog! That freaking does it! Elusive
Put
deity!
some water this time.
Can't it just make up its mind? Laser Steel! Eagle Dog! Begin!
This one's all mine! You'll pay for that!
I'll bring you back
Raining
from death.
flash!
I never miss!
Rending you apart! Bloody
Bring you back from death's abyss!
Benediction
Resuscitation!
Is this it?
By the power of flame!
Another incantation ruined.
Here's the healing arm! Confiscated!
Elusive deity! Now or never. Needing pile driver. Anything in armor. Take this. I'd let you all down. I couldn't make it in time.
I'll bring you back
Breath
from
of
death
life.
abyss!
Heal my weary companion.
Resuscitation!
Such unadulterated fury.
By the power of flame!
I'd let you all down.
Raining slash! Blow away!
I'll bring you back from death abyss! I don't even know the word defeat.
From beyond, imbued with soul of life. Resuscitation.
By the power of flame! Without a trace!
Heal my weary companion. I'd let you all down.
Where are you going?
Imbue this
Hold on
weight
to
with
your art. Here I come! From death to
Heal
death.
my weary companion.
Confiscated! Resuscitation! Radiant
Not done yet!
Let me free you of your
Raining
power.
slash! Dispel! Blow
I'll
away!
bring you back from death to abyss.
Raining slash!
Resuscitation!
Raining slash!
Not done yet.
First aid!
Dust to dust.
Blow away!
Radiant here!
Raining slash!
Negative
Here's
gain.
a healing arm! First aid!
No! Can't end here!
Stalagmite.
Talon form! What was I thinking?
Pieces. Attack time. Armor won't save you. Bloody howling.
Resuscitation! Talon form! Nothing gets by me!
That freaking does it.
Raining slash!
I can do this all day.
Blow away! Try harder!
Crumble.
Here, let me help.
Rending you apart. Bloody howling. Take this.
Not in your dreams!
Can't get out of this. I'm ready. Chill.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here's a healing arm!
Heal my weary companion.
Raining slash!
Wait, where'd the water go?
It's all dried up.
Blow away!
I'd let you all down. Begin.
It's so bright!
It's a pain is what it is. Now you let it tempest engulf you.
Glacial
Blow
spear!
away!
Here's the evil! I never miss!
I've used too much.
Can't move!
Don't leave me! Power of flame! Finish without a trace!
I'll run you through, shattering pieces! Attack time! Bloody howling! Prepare to be sealed!
Burning
Eat this! Now! I'm in the groove!
Bring you back from death to abyss!
Nothing gets by me!
They're crumbling!
Now we beat the crap out of them!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Better if you don't sit up! Deity! First strike! I'll run you through!
Mega ray!
Blow away!
Annihilation!
Raining slash!
Scream, baby!
Blow away!
Rending you up!
Here's the evil!
Raining
Flame
slash!
laser!
Negative gate! Such unadulterated fury!
I won't give up!
Raining slash! Blow
I'll
away!
run you through!
Raining slash!
Not my finest! Prepare to be seen! Can't get out of this!
Demon flame! Reload!
I'll grind you
I'm out of
into
ammo!
Here we go again! Heal my weary companion!
Onyx,
Yeah,
come through!
appreciate the The sooner you stop thanking, the sooner you can start helping. Yes, sir.
Annihilation!
On your
Not in your dreams!
Denied!
Pistol!
Burning
Ignite!
It's in your hands now.
I'll bring you back from death to
Raining
abyss! Resuscitation!
Raining slash!
Here's a
Blow
healing
away!
They'll pay for this! Eat this!
Blow away!
I never miss!
Not my finest.
I'll bring you back from
away.
Death's Abyss!
Raining slash! Blew away!
Resuscitation!
Raining
Searing flame! Reload!
Raining slash!
Reload! Do it!
Blew away!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
What was with that creature? It was some sort of a Zoogle that could control light. Rinwell, do you think that could have been...
The true form of the Phantom Flower? No, it couldn't be.
What makes you so sure?
Because...
What the...
Whoa!
What the hell is that? Is the enemy back for more?
Whatever it is, it's freaking huge!
You guys, calm down. It's okay. It's probably... No, it's definitely the Phantom Flower of Navira. I read about it in that book we found earlier. It was described as a mysterious light floating up in the sky. It's not dangerous at all. In fact, this is the place it was first discovered.
So that's how it got its name then. You sure it's not some enemy astral art being cast at us?
Positive. I think it's just a rare and unusual weather phenomenon more than anything else.
Cyslodia obviously used to be covered in darkness around the clock. But with that gone, I guess that's why we're able to see this again?
You could be right. It's so pretty though, isn't it?
Sure. But it's so big we could have seen it from town just fine, couldn't we?
Well, sure, but still.
Hey, who cares where we saw it? I'm just glad we got to see it at all. Besides, that Zoogle was what kept us from seeing it before, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's such a gorgeous night sky here. You should really bring Shion out to watch it.
Right. Right. I'll, do that.
It took a lot to get here, but I can't help but feel like a dream of mine came true. Thanks, Law.
I didn't do all that much, really.
Well, I still really appreciate it. It made me really, really happy.
Hey, you know
Oh, it looks like you can see it even better from over there. I'm gonna go check it out.
Huh? Hey, wait! Rinwell.
I sense a strange power from this.
So that didn't go as planned.
We must consider well if this is the right path.
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
I never realized before just how hot this place is. It's like being inside a fire.
You're only just noticing? Ah, yes, forgive me. The whole lack of sensory feedback situation.
That's the one. It's hard to believe I once worked in this soup, let alone helped spearhead a revolution.
And all with the mask concealing your face. It must have been very grimy beneath that.
Back then, we had our plates full enough dealing with constant abuse from our Renan overlords. It never occurred to me the air itself was oppressive in its own way. My head spinning just with the effort it takes to walk.
I think that's called heat stroke. You might want to take a sip of water.
You mean that water that's been festering under the sun for days? I wouldn't chance it without boiling it first.
Oh, I know! I'll go to the dock and fetch us some clean water.
Water alone won't suffice. You'll need to ensure his sodium levels are replenished as well.
In that case, let's see if we can rustle up some rock salt. Alphen, you go cool off in the shade for a while. Xion, stay and keep an eye on him.
And then there were two.
Bit of an overreaction, but it's still kind of them.
Maybe it's not the time, but this place brings back memories.
I know what you mean. We're back where it all started.
You don't ever regret meeting me sometimes, do you?
Are you kidding? You started all of this. Bringing down the wall, retrieving my sense of self. I have no regrets.
Welcome back, Law.
Hey.
Yes.
Just great.
How's this?
Got it.
Hey! Yay!
All right.
Hey, she's pretty cute.
Who are you looking at? Quit gawking and let's go.
Ow!
Look, Hootle! One of your buddies! Woo!
Hey.
Hey!
Yeah. Right.
Sure.
I don't believe... Ah! Okay!
Great. Good.
Nice! Ah!
But this is...
Wow. This is...
Yes!
Oh!
amazing!
Nice work. Very nice.
Thanks.
Yes!
Hey.
Yes. Oh.
Yay! What? Yeah!
Yes.
Yeah!
We avoided getting roasted in that ring, but what we could really use is something to cap this off.
Sure. Got any ideas on what would be good?
Mabo curry. Fried bread stuffed with curry.
You'd probably buy out the whole stock.
Why are you staring at me?
I could ask the same thing.
So this is how the Sovereign and Maiden are supposed to look. You two go great together.
Law, come stand between us.
Oh, sure. You want me to put something white on as well?
Of course she doesn't.
Take a closer look, Shion. It's a miracle.
What are you talking about?
This outfit, it's already got blue accents on it.
So I see.
Good food is the best kind of magic.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
I thought you had something to talk about. I was waiting on you.
Not really. Why? Should I leave you alone when I don't?
No, it's fine.
We used to really have to force these conversations when we started talking to each other, didn't we?
To say the least. Hey,
What is it?
do you think you'd like to make something together?
Make what exactly?
Just if you wanna make dinner together. What did you think I meant?
Huh? Dinner? Oh, dinner! Yes! Yes, of course! Dinner! Right.
What did you think I was talking about?
No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Anyway, what did you have in mind?
Well, do you recognize these ingredients?
This is... Wait, is this?
So you remember? That's right. We're going to fix the very first meal we ever had together. Although I remember it not being well received when we had it.
You still remember that, huh? I'm sorry, Shion.
I'm just teasing you, Alphen. I picked this recipe because it's easy to make, and I thought it would be a good choice for dinner, too. Anyway, let's get to work. With both of us making it, we should be finished in no time.
I never thought we'd end up eating alone like this again. Just the two of us.
Yeah. So much has changed when you look back on it. Well, I guess maybe not what we're eating, but still.
No, I'd say even that's changed too, in a sense. Our meals are a whole lot better now.
True. We've both come quite a long way in the culinary arts.
That's not exactly what I mean. How do I put it? It feels like eating together is a lot more enjoyable than it used to be.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Even after our battles are done, when Dana is saved and our mission is finished, we'll probably still be sitting down to dinner like this, night after night.
Yep, I doubt that much will change. You've always got to eat at some point.
I hope our dinners will always feel like this.
Maybe not exactly like this. Hopefully we won't still be camping out.
Oh, no, not at all. I meant in a nice, warm house. One with a roof over our heads and a proper fireplace, instead of an open campfire.
And real chairs instead of these logs. Nice plates and silverware on a big dining table. Oh, and a proper kitchen. That'd be nice too.
And when it's time to fix dinner, we'll be in that kitchen.
Standing side by side.
Whoops. Looks like we made too much. I don't think we'll be able to finish all this.
Yeah, you're right. I'll see if anybody else is still awake. I'd really hate to have to throw it away.
Side by side, huh?
Did they really think that barrier was enough for a Zoogle like that?
It was. That thing was sturdier than you give it credit for.
Really? So that's the Zoogle, huh? This should be a piece of cake.
Don't get careless, Law.
That Zoogle seems intriguing.
Right, here goes! Radiant Slash! Ignite!
Think that shell's hiding something tasty.
Radiant Slash! Blow away!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
An astral
That's my cue.
In a vine?
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be. Elusive deity. Getting
Being interrupted.
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
They I could do this all day.
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that is silly.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Bloody howling. Oh, now you're talking.
Blow away! Ignite!
Take this.
Raining slash!
Can't get out of this.
Blow away!
Take
Raining
this.
Begin!
Shouldn't have messed with me. I'll grind you into trouble.
Raining
Swallow down. Now you see what I can do.
Rending you apart! Raining
Eat this. I sweat you all down.
I'm sorry to trouble you.
Blow away! Raining
Bloody howling. Not done yet.
Blow away! Raining
Swallow down. Now I'm in a bind.
You picked the wrong fight!
I'll grind you into
Blow away!
Outstanding form.
Raining slash!
Rending you apart.
It's wide open!
It won't escape me.
Raining slash!
Hey!
Blow away!
Inferno punch!
Let the Martian handle this.
Let thy sins make me.
I'm ready! River!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
The Tempest engulfs you!
Raining slash!
They rending you apart. Watch yourself. Incredible power.
Blow away!
Here comes something big!
Try to dodge.
No further.
Raining
Annihilation. Mega ray.
Blow away!
I'll let you all down.
Stay away from my friend!
I'll bring you back to death.
Try harder!
Let me show you what my arm can do.
Blow away!
Rise and shine.
Raining
Eagle assault. Art expert coming through. Eagle assault.
Breath of life.
Ready to
Heal
go.
my wearied companion.
Not on my watch.
I've been hit with something! Eat dirt!
Even a masochist has his limits.
Not feeling so great. Raining slash! Blow away!
Storm.
Prepare to be seized.
I'm going to need
Let me free you of your power.
Thanks!
No further.
First aid.
I'll grind you into dust.
Blow away!
Shattering activity. Deep in. Attack us. Clover won't save you.
Out of ammo.
Rending
I
you
never
apart.
miss.
Raining
Bloody howling.
Blow away! Raining slash! Blow away! Blow away! This one's all mine!
Negative strike.
Blow away!
Let's tear him up.
Raining slash! Blow away!
Such unadulterated fury.
Raining
Leave the charges to me.
That move.
No further.
Here comes a big one!
Not in your dreams.
Far enough.
Try harder!
The finishing blow.
You'll need to beat me to it, kid.
I'll take on that challenge.
It's on! Ignite!
It was nice while it lasted.
Elusive
Blow away! Raining slash!
Can you take it?
Blow away!
That's on the way.
Now we're not
Time to let it rip!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
You may be strong, but I'll never back down! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life. Resuscitation.
Dragon Form!
Use too much.
Annihilation.
Blow away! Blow away!
Heal my weary companion.
Where are you going?
Anything in armor. Shine.
Not in your dreams.
I owe you this. Far enough. That's it. I can carve through armor.
Reload. Damn it.
It's gonna attack!
Such unadulterated
Watch out.
You picked
fury.
the wrong fight!
Elusive deity. Hitting cloud blast. That frickin' doesn't grind you into
It's in your hands now.
You'll pay for that!
Lunar dragon. I'm just getting started.
Annihilation.
Blow away!
That's
Ready? Try harder!
Spear. Pierce evil. Freeze Lancer.
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Raining slash! Blow away! Raining slash!
Gemini Aqua.
Blow away!
evil!
Now I'm real mad!
Freeze!
Not done yet!
Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Huh? What's a letter doing in a place like this?
Hell if I know. I highly doubt that Zoogle was trying to guard it. Still, somebody must have left it for some... Law.
Huh? What's up?
Something up?
It's from my old man. My dear son, I wonder how things will be between us by the time you read this.
In any case, I first want to congratulate you on all that you've accomplished. Making it this far requires a strong body, fine technique, an unwavering spirit, and most of all, friends that you can count on. If you have all of that, then I, as your father, have nothing to worry about. Those things together will always keep you on the right path. That brings me to what I really wish to discuss with you. As with all of us, there will someday come a time when you'll be a grown man who can and must think and act for himself. Whether you'll live in a world where blood will no longer be spilled between Dahnans and Renans, or when that day arrives, nobody can say. But even if peace still eludes us then, you'll have to decide how to live in this world. Listen to others with an open heart, but don't be swept away by their words. Always live on your terms. One more thing. If I ever see you again, I hope to say this to you in person, but neither of us knows what tomorrow may bring. Know this. Whatever you think of me and what I've done, your mother and I love you very, very much.
And there's nothing in this whole world that will ever change that. Your father, Zephyr.
Zephyr.
I can't believe he's only telling me all this after he's gone. What am I supposed to do with this?
Zephyr once told me that living freely meant being your own master. I think he wanted to make sure you know how he felt one way or another. What you do with that knowledge is up to you.
But that still doesn't explain why his father left that letter for him here, of all places.
Don't forget, we were led to this place. We may well get some answers if we go back to the source of all this.
I guess... No way. Damn.
All right.
Thanks.
I see you've got your relics all lined up again. What are you doing? Huh? They're so bright now.
Oh, it's you two. I was merely tending to my collection.
Don't you think you've polished them enough by now?
You take better care of your relics than you do yourself.
I try to take good care of them. However, no matter how much work I put in, they refuse to respond.
I thought you could hear their voices somehow.
I can, but that's all I can do with them. I can't actually engage in conversation with them. Not yet.
What are they saying? Did they really want you to polish them that much?
You're right. I was so enraptured with them, I may have selfishly failed to consider their own wishes. I must open my mind and sincerely engage with them in earnest.
He never gets tired of his relics, does he?
Nope. It is interesting to look at them when they're all lined up together like this, though. Like how these two have similar designs. It makes me wonder if they were made in the same period.
An excellent observation. Yes, I too suspect they're somehow intimately related as well.
I don't see what you two are talking about at all.
What's this? Why, that smear wasn't there previously. Could it be responding to my voice at long last? It's rather viscous and has a distinct aroma to it.
Ugh, Hootle! These relics are no place for you to do your business! Whew! I'm serious! These are priceless pieces of history!
Come on, Dohalim. Let's go wash your hands before you catch anything weird.
I can't believe you managed to shoo off that irritating bard.
Had we brought him along, it would have livened up our journey considerably.
You know, maybe you're right. We could have hit it off.
Yeah, and the two of you could be irritating together. Doing some thinking?
Nah. It just occurred to me that our journey's been going for a while now.
Is it a wonder to you our group has held together this long?
Maybe. We've got Danans, Renans, a lord, a mage, and even a guy from another time. Yet here we all are, leaning on each other as travel companions. It's like a minor miracle.
If anything, I'd say it's proof. Proof that as long as we accept each other for who we are, we can all get along.
And with understanding comes togetherness. Yeah, we are more than enough evidence of that.
I've always had a thorny relationship with others. Quite literally, as it happens. I figured that it was easier to give up on intimacy, rather than having to go through all of the pain of rejection. I mean, is it any wonder I grew thorns around my heart, too?
But now...
Right. Now, I still have my thorns, of course. But they don't cover my heart. I know now that there is more than one way for people to relate to one another. It was you and everyone else here that taught me that. Everyone that you brought together, Alphen.
It wasn't just me. I mean, sure, I invited a few folks to join us, but... swordsmanship's about all I have to offer. Everyone's taught and supported me just as much as I have them.
You see? That's what I'm talking about.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're fine just as you are. The bonds that you form with others, they shine more brightly because they're mutual. It's not just one bond for you. It's many, each with a heart of its own. That's what makes them special.
Okay, whose turn is it to cook today?
Nice try, Law. We all know it's your turn.
Damn, was I that obvious? All right, guess I'll get to it.
Wait, before you get started. Remember when the three of us fixed pancakes back on the farm?
I remember how weirdly proud you were of yours.
Wait, don't tell me you want a rematch.
Oh, no, nothing like that. It's just, I've been thinking about something ever since that day. I used every trick in the book to make the perfect pancake, and yet...
You're wondering why you lost, right?
Pretty sure it's because you pumped Isara here with enough sugar to give a Zoogle a...
Anyways, I've come up with a recipe, and was hoping you guys could taste them and tell me what you think.
All right. I'm up for round 2. Challenge accepted.
Wait, are we all doing this?
Come on. Shion's clearly put a lot of work into this. I'm sure they'll be great. Right, everyone?
Thanks. Okay, wait here. I'll have them fixed up in just a few moments. Thanks for waiting, everyone. Here are your pancakes.
I can't wait. Let's see how they taste. Damn. The way these spices jump about in your mouth, you'd think they'd cancel each other out, but somehow they work brilliantly.
They're so sweet, I feel like they'll melt in my mouth. Every bite makes me feel like I'm in heaven.
Holy crap! These are so rich, just the way I like them! I can't stop stuffing them in my face!
You chose the perfect ingredients and heated them just enough to bring out their flavor. Amazing!
The presentation is simply exquisite, and they have such a pure, refined taste to them as well.
They're perfect!
Shion, these pancakes are amazing.
Really? I'm so glad they turned out well.
Although, don't we all seem to have different impressions of how they actually taste?
You're right. It's like everyone was eating something completely different.
Here, let me take a bite of yours, Alphen.
It's true. I fine-tuned them to suit each person's unique tastes.
You did that for everyone's pancakes? That must have been a lot of extra work.
It was, but I learned something important in doing so. You see, I was so focused on trying to make something that I thought would please people that I forgot to consider who I was actually serving.
Here, water!
Thanks, Renwell. I thought I was a goner.
What's important as a cook isn't what I want people to feel about my food. It's about accommodating what they're looking for in a meal.
Well said, Shion. I'm so proud of you for figuring that out. No recipe is complete without love and care for whoever's eating it. Those alone make a dish taste better than any spice could.
So one might say that what makes a meal are both those who prepare it and those who eat it, rather than the food alone. How insightful.
You've grown so much as a cook, Shion. I have nothing left to teach you.
Oh, thank you, Master. Thank you so much.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
Sorry if I'm a bit restless during the night. Morning. Ready to head out?
A six-armed giant. Is this the Zoogle from the request?
It's not only alive, but completely uninjured.
We'll just have to see for ourselves if it's really as ferocious as they say. It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Hard shield! This is gonna need all of us together!
Go for the weak point! I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Now I'm in the groove. Smite with blackened blade. Now we're not forward. Armor won't save you.
Mega Ray!
No further.
Annihilation! By the power! Not in your dreams! Without a trace!
Can you take it? Big blast! Captivity!
Raining, try harder!
Benediction light.
Blow away! Now I can let loose. Burn!
I'm out of ammo!
Raining slash!
I never miss!
Blow away! Raining slash! Blow away!
Blow away!
It won't escape me. Elusive rotating pile.
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Here I go.
They smite with black away! Raining Slash! First strike! Flew away! Inferno Punch! On Raining Slash! Eagle Assault!
Watch yourself. That's incredible power.
Burn!
Inspiration! Time for one more. I'll heal my weary companion.
Not on my watch!
Far enough! Talon Storm!
Flew away!
That'll bring you down!
Is this it?
I couldn't make it in time.
Now I'm real.
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be silly. Captivity! Now I'm in the groove!
Annihilation! Laser ray!
Eagle Assault!
Glacial spear! Here's the evil!
Flew away!
Breathe laser!
Raining Slash! Flew away! Is this it?
Don't leave me! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Sonic Spear!
Confiscated!
Inspiration! I could do this all day!
Here, let me help!
I'm not done yet!
First aid!
Let me free you
By the
of your
power
power.
of flame!
In a bind?
Vanish without a trace!
Inspiration! I could do this all day!
Even wider.
Raining Slash!
Burning strike!
Flew away!
Hurricane!
Raining Slash!
That freaking does
Flew
it!
away!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
I know you won.
First aid! There! One more! Mega ray! Annihilation! Burning strike! Glacial
Another incantation. One final push.
Let's finish this off!
I'll do my best not to disappoint.
Flew away! Raining Slash!
Being interrupted.
To be let
Hear me!
free!
Leave the charges to me!
Glacial spear! Here's the evil!
Now you see what I can do!
Trying to take us out.
You go!
Well, I will go quiet!
Not on my watch!
You let me help! I'll let you all down.
Stay away from my friend!
No further.
I'm nearly done for.
Bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitate it!
Far enough! Catapult!
Serious flame! Reload!
Eat this! Rapid Hurricane! That freaking does it!
Imbue this
Let me help!
vengeance. I've used too much.
Need to pull myself
Not
together.
done yet.
Everlasting
Here's the evil!
Raining
Breathe laser! Here's a healing orb! First aid!
Negative game!
Glacial spear!
You shouldn't have messed with me!
Don't give up!
Talon Storm!
Breathe laser!
Heal
I'll
my
bring
weary
you back from
companion.
death's
Talon
abyss!
Hurricane!
Yeah, appreciate the concern. The sooner you stop thanking, the sooner you can start helping.
I mean, yes, sir.
In a bind?
Annihilation!
Leave the chargers to
I
me!
won't stop that!
Denied!
Where are you going? Gemini Aqua!
Air pressure!
Further.
You'll pay for that!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Raining Slash! Flew away! Kisara!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Well, we beat it in the end.
Let us harvest what we can use and take it with us.
Built for the sake of it and then cast aside. How sad.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Yes.
Again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey!
Got it. Very well.
the Basint training ground.
Hey, isn't that a Hellcat? Well,
Is it some sort of prototype?
Whatever it is, it's a real tough customer.
can you take it?
Blow away!
Take this! All finished with
Here it is!
Ready!
Rip it in tear!
Not on
They
my watch!
smite with black and gray! Being
Leave the
interrupted.
chargers to me.
Heal!
Take this!
Raining Slash!
Crumble!
Talon
Raining
Slash!
Slash!
Breath of life!
Blow away!
Feel
Now
my
you
weary
see what I can
companion.
do. Deny!
By the power of flame!
Swallow damage!
Raining
Heal!
Slash!
You require a hand.
Blow away!
Can't get out of this!
Is this it?
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Inspiration!
I can do this all day!
Bring you back to
Negative
the
take. Rip and tear!
I'll bring
It's in
you
your
back
hands
to
now.
orbit.
Now I'm in the groove!
Resuscitation! Here's a healing art!
Inspiration!
Not done yet!
Into the shadow!
Blow away!
Here goes! By the power of flame!
Eagle
Raining
Finish
Slash!
without a trace!
Blow away!
I'm just not my
Raining
finest!
Explosion! Burning strike! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Raining! Try harder!
Nothing gets by me.
Raining
By the
Slash!
power of flame! Finish without
Not
a
today!
Eat this!
Raining Slash!
Talon Hurricane!
Deny!
Not on my watch! Leave the enemy's art to me!
No complaints here!
Glacial Spear! Here goes! Brave Lenser! Don't leave me! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Come on, armor won't save you!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation! Here's a healing art!
Not done yet!
It was nice while it lasted.
By the prime and red!
Blow away!
Searing
Raining
flame!
Slash!
Reload!
Blow!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation!
Blow
Here,
away!
let me help!
Raining
First
Slash!
aid!
No pay for that! That's
I'll
enough!
bring you back from death's abyss!
Blow away!
Resuscitation!
Nothing gets by me.
Lightning!
Blow away!
Downfall!
Raining Slash!
Raising flame!
Right
Damn!
beside me!
I'll
Here!
finish you
Be
here
let
now!
Power of flame! Vanish without a do it!
Blow away!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Crumble!
Raining Slash!
Here!
Blow away! Ignite!
And jump here!
Raining Slash! Blow away!
Vanish without a trace!
Blow away!
Where are you going?
Oh, now
Mind
you
if I
got
do?
it! Heal my weary companion!
I can do this all
It's in your hands now.
Stay away from my friend!
Here! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
I'm just getting started!
Eagle Radiant! Here! Damn it! Watch and wait! Here, let me help!
Now I can let loose!
There! Into the hurricane!
It's on!
By the power of flame! Vanish
Not
without
today!
a trace!
What's this?
Blow away! Raining Slash!
In a bind?
Explosion!
No!
Burn!
Can't end here!
Don't give up! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Blow away!
Resuscitation!
Elusive deity! Raining pile timer!
By the dragon shell!
Elusive deity! Hitting pile
Fire!
timer! Shattering pieces! Hitting pile timer!
Raining Slash!
Freeze
Blow away!
See what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that. A scream
Into the
fades.
shadows!
Raining Slash!
The finishing blow!
You'll need to beat me to it.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Super swallow dash!
Raining
This
Slash!
one's mine!
Blow away!
Talon hurricane!
Into the shadows! Burn! By the
Let's
power of
tear 'em
flame!
up!
Vanish without a trace!
Raining
Dust to
Slash!
dust! Do it!
Blow away!
Totally!
In an instant!
Impact claw!
How about it?
Yeah. Huh?
Hey!
Mm-hmm.
Watch it!
Oh, wow!
Seriously? Seriously?
Yes!
Hmm?
Yes! Very.
Seriously, what do they take us for?
Research subjects, just like everything else. That Zoogle seems intriguing.
That's all you have to say about it?
Everything okay there, big guy? You look kind of pissed.
I'll say. He looks like he wants to bite the head off something.
What's eating at you? Come on, Alphen. You're gonna bring us all down if you keep that ferocious scowl on.
Oh, sorry. Do I really look that ticked off?
Yeah, it kinda makes you hard to talk to. So, what's bothering you?
It's a pebble.
A pebble?
Snuck its way into the back of my boot. I can't seem to get rid of it.
Oh, I totally get you. Weird how much it can get on your nerves, huh?
Yeah, it's barely bigger than a grain of sand. So how come it feels like I'm walking around on hot nails?
You know, maybe this is a crazy solution, but you could just take your boot off and give it a shake.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, of course. You're right. Phew. It's like I've been given a new lease on life. Thanks for the tip, Shion.
Seemed kind of obvious, but you're welcome? That's the trouble with windy places. All that fine debris ends up getting into your hair and clothes.
Alphen, is it just me, or have you become extra sensitive ever since getting your sense of pain back?
Now that you mention it, the other night at camp, there was a fly buzzing around that annoyed him so much, he unsheathed the blazing sword.
So much for sensitive. That's just being a Mr. Cranky Pants.
Nothing new on that front, then.
What's the matter, Alphen? You look a little tense.
It's nothing, really.
He wants to get angry, but knows that doing so would only prove our point. Hence the building frustration showing plainly on his face.
Would you stop analyzing things for 1 minute?
Point taken.
Gotta break through!
Here I go! Elusive deity! Soaring!
It'll body slam us into next week!
Blazing flame!
Raining
I'm on a roll now!
Raining
Hurricane! Elusive deity!
You picked the wrong fight!
Rotating pile driver!
Raining
Breath
slap!
of life! Heal my weary companion!
Raining
Armor won't save you! Cure!
Power of flame! Finish with a hit! Radiant?
Benediction light!
Blew away!
Heal!
Now I can let loose!
Roll dance!
Blew away!
What's this? Negative death! You are
Here, let me help.
Blew away!
What's this?
Raining flash! Blew away!
Rending you apart! Bloody howler!
Blew away!
Dust to dust!
Now, fall it freely!
Take it down!
Blew away!
Bring you down.
Blew away!
I'll smash you!
Raining slap!
Gemini Aqua!
Burn it!
Searing flame! Reload!
Raining flash!
Here's a healing
Blew
art.
away!
Take this!
First aid!
Raining flash! Blew away!
Laser spear!
Raining
Here's the evil!
They smite watch it!
Freeze blade! Out of it! Back into the fray! Not on my watch! Annihilate! By the power of flame!
This one's all mine!
Eat this!
I'm ready!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Searing flame! Reload!
Talon hurricane! Rain blast! Blew away! Finish you here! Let's tear him up! Eagle assault! Blew away! Catapult! Take this! Eagle ride!
Such unadulterated fury.
Not today!
Back into the fray! Hear me! Flame of fury!
Blew away!
Now you see what I can do!
Raining blast!
Reflect on thy sin. They smite with dragon blade!
Swallow dance! Blew away!
Take this!
Eagle assault! Raining blast! Blew away! Inferno blast!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara! Here's a healing art!
I'll face you! What a
Bring you
relief!
back from death abyss!
Forgive me.
Art expert coming through! Here,
Talon hurricane!
What a relief! I'll finish you here! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Searing flame! Confiscated!
Inferno
I'll bring you
blast!
back from death's abyss!
Eagle assault!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! I'll bring you back from
Not
death's
my
abyss!
finest.
You'll pay for that!
I'm all done!
Pride was my downfall.
Raining blast!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation!
Elusive deity!
Here's a healing art!
Raining blast! It's wide open!
It won't escape me!
Raining blast!
Whatever you're doing seems to work.
It's simple. Punch until I can't punch anymore.
I almost feel sorry for your opponent.
Super swallow dance! Take this! Burn in hell! Crumble! Raining blast!
Armor won't save you.
Blew away! Raining blast!
Denied.
Don't mind if I do! Here's the evil!
I've let you
In a
all down.
bind.
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Freeze laser! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation!
Heal.
House this!
Raining
Eat
blast!
dirt!
Blew
I'll
away!
bring you back from death's abyss!
Blew
Resuscitation!
away!
Do it!
Raining chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you! Resuscitation! Take it!
Not done
Go!
yet.
Mega Ray!
I can handle it!
I'll bring you back from death's
Blazing
abyss!
flame!
I will
This should do
carry
it.
you forever!
I'm just getting started.
Raining
On your knees.
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Bloody! Freeze laser!
Raining blast! Blew away!
On your knees.
Try harder!
Eagle Ride! Pierce! Talon
I could do
Sword!
without this pain.
That's for you! The healing art!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's the healing art!
This one's all
Do
mine!
this all day.
Ha! Ignite!
Eat this! Flame! Talon Hurricane!
Raining blast!
Eagle
Blew away!
Now we're not...
Raining
Armor
blast!
won't save you.
Can you take it?
I'm out of
Blew
ammo!
away!
Far enough.
Not in your dreams!
Now you're talking. I'll grind you to the ground.
Blew away! Raining
No
blast!
further.
Blew away!
Standing form! This one's mine!
Negative gate.
Blew away!
It's weakened!
This ends in an instant! Impact Claw!
Glacial Spear!
I'll
Pierce
face
evil!
you.
Blew away!
Inferno
Raining
blast.
blast! Blew away!
Engulf you.
Raining blast! Blew away!
Inferno punch.
Raining eagle!
Watch yourself. This is incredible power.
Vanish without a trace!
Heal.
Talon Hurricane! Blew away! Raining blast! Not today!
I'm just getting started. Elusive deity.
Blew away!
Soaring
Blew away!
blast you.
Raining
It's
blast!
First aid!
Blew away!
In a bind.
Nothing
gets by me.
Annihilation!
Blew away!
Talon Hurricane! Not on my watch!
Far enough. That freaking does
Let me
it.
help! First aid!
Raining blast!
Eagle
Blew
assault.
away!
I'm just getting started.
Raining blast!
Elusive deity.
The fluidity of your movements are simply incredible.
Tornado drive. Eat this. Blazing flame.
If it's And
let
the
you all
sky
down.
is mine!
Stay away from my friend!
I'll bring you back from death to
Raining flash! Burn!
I'll bring you back from
Blow
death
away!
No further!
Raining slash!
Resuscitation!
Blow away!
Breath of life!
I never
Heal my
miss.
weary companion!
Raining slash! Blow away!
Demon Flame! Reload! Eagle assault by the power
Blow
of
away!
Everlasting dust!
Raining burn!
Negative flame! Reload!
Blow
Out
away!
of ammo! Back into the
Raining
fray!
slash!
Hold on to your arc!
Tearing you apart!
That's what it does!
Howling!
Confiscated!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
So I still had room to grow.
Hey, Alfred, what do you think of that chick over there?
Doesn't look like she really works out.
I'm not talking about her muscles, you dummy!
That's insane.
Yes!
Really? Really now? Huh.
Is that so?
Well... Is this really a good idea, though?
Are you not the one who wished to reach an accord with them?
Yes, but still...
This will be our last favor regardless. Let us dispatch this ultimate Zoogle of theirs.
Sure is good to be back in the pleasant climes of Menancia. Especially after the extremes of some of the other regions we visited.
Definitely. Your country is beautiful.
You do me an honor. However, this place was never mine to own.
I didn't mean it that way. Though, I guess technically you weren't born here either. Native or not, that doesn't change the feelings you had for the place. If I were you, I'd try to take a little pride in people's compliments.
Allow myself to feel pride, huh? That sounds like no easy task.
Nothing sounds easy when you overthink things the way you do. It must be exhausting.
He's always worrying about something. It's probably what gives him his eye for detail. That's just the way he is.
Yeah, so we'd noticed.
Let's change the subject, shall we? It's a wonder so many things coincided to bring us here. Alphen's awakening, Shion's decision to revolt, the Danon uprising in Calaglia, the Crown Contest's final, sputtering throws.
Zephyr's being in the right place at the right time, the fact that you happened to be a lord just as this was all going on.
It's almost as if we were brought together by design. By someone who wanted to bring down the system.
No, enough Hand of Destiny talk. We did this on our own steam. It's our responsibility to see it through.
Did Law just utter a pearl of wisdom?
I do think about things, you know. Just what do you take me for exactly?
Honestly, I always sort of pegged you as a likable dolt.
What the hell makes me a dolt, you dolt?
I mean, she did say he was a likable dolt, didn't she?
Let's refrain from poking this particular Zoogle any further. Some lessons just can't be taught.
Not to dolts, anyway.
Hey, Kisara, what's your secret for putting up with Dohalim? I don't know how you managed to deal with him.
Secret? Oh, I don't think it's as difficult as all that, really.
Could have had me fooled. Anyone who waxes lyrical on the aesthetic qualities of cactus thorns is a step too far for me.
And those poetic flourishes he sneaks into regular conversation? How am I supposed to react?
He likes the sound of his own voice, that's for sure. I say let him have his fun. No need to try and understand anything he says.
Has he always been like that?
He didn't seem as on edge all the time back in Menancia.
Though he was my superior back then. So who's to say what I didn't see?
The Lord of Cislodia hid in plain sight while a crony posing as him carried out all his business. What if the Lord we met in Vicent was really...
An imposter? Dohalim? Hardly. Like it or not, that's him all right. In all his flamboyant, circumloquacious glory.
I'd like to see someone try to impersonate that on a daily basis.
Come to think of it, what with being a lord and all, he's probably never had anyone to speak to on an equal basis.
It wouldn't surprise me. Having you guys around, having a family in a way, must be what's helped him change.
A little heads up on some of his eccentricities would have been nice.
It's those eccentricities that make him who he is.
You think we can take that Zoogle?
If you're gonna fight it, I'll cover you.
So this is it. The Zoogle to end all Zoogles.
Its name would certainly suggest as much.
Let's give those researchers the shock of their lives.
Now I'm aim for the weak spot. Eagle Fly! It was nice while it lasted. Blazing Flame! Now you see what I can do. I'll face you.
Confiscated! Eat stir!
Far enough! I'll finish you here and now!
I can do without it. I can't move!
All good things come to an end. Imbue this vanquish soul with light. I could do this all day. I've let you all down. Power surges through me.
Raining Slap!
It's in your hands now.
Raining Slap! I have no limits! Dragon Swarm!
I'm going to need you.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss. Resuscitation! Here's a healing art. First aid! I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Watch it!
Resuscitation! Let me show you what my
Blow away!
Here's a healing art. First aid! Hold on to your armor. Here!
Eat this!
Here! Here, let me help.
No further! Yours to be let free!
I need to pull myself
Not
together.
today!
Hurricane! Ready and
Blow away!
Let's see what happens
Standing
there as you
form.
cross.
Try harder!
Shouldn't have done that.
No further.
Stay away from my friend! Blow away!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'm going to need to use all
I
the
can
power
carve
of my
through
healing
armor.
arts to accomplish it.
Raining
Big flash!
That'll bring you down.
Imbue this vanquished soul with
Not
light.
in your dreams.
Denied! Now I'm in the groove.
I owe you.
It was nice while it lasted.
Out of ammo.
You're
Back
my
into the
weary
fray.
companion.
Raining Slash!
Annihilation.
Blow away!
Lightning.
Raining Slash!
Watch it!
Blow away!
Lightning.
This should do it!
Time for one more. I'm on
Raining
it.
Slash! Blow away! Raining Slash!
Swallow dance! Elusive deity!
Blow away!
Eagle what's this? I've let you all down.
You'll pay for that!
Glacial spear! From beyond, imbue this
Blow
vanquished
away!
soul with light.
Raining Slash!
I'm going to need to use all the
Can't
power
end
of my
here!
healing arts to accomplish it.
Elusive deity! I'm sorry to keep on.
We've all got enough of it.
Yes, ma'am.
Glimmer dragon. Not on my watch.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with talon hurricane. From beyond,
I'm going to
imbue this
defer
vanquished
mine.
soul with light. Eagle assault! I can carve through armor.
Not done yet!
I'll grind you to dust. Watch it.
Glacial spear.
Blow away.
Raining
Take this. Dance away in a vine.
Glimmer dragon. This one's mine.
Yours to be let free!
Fluidity of
Tails
the
problem.
Sentient. Then let's focus there first. What in the world?
Dohalim!
I'm all right. I'm still standing.
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss. Resuscitation! Let me show you what my art
Not
can
done
do!
yet.
Rise and shine!
Eat this! There you go!
Here
You're what I
goes!
needed
Back
then.
from death's abyss!
Super Swallow Dead!
Far enough!
Talon Hurricane! All fitted you
Not
here
done
and
yet.
now! Eagle
Here's a healing
Let
art!
it fly! Blow away!
Bring you back from death's abyss!
I'm on it!
Resuscitate!
Hurricane!
By the power
Is
of
this
water!
it?
Don't give up! First aid!
First strike!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Eagle! I'll smash you! Seismic Rupture!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Dead!
Resuscitation!
I'll grind you into dust!
Blow away!
Radiant here!
Now or never!
Talon Hurricane!
Descend on the wind!
Here's evil!
Oh, now take this!
Freeze land!
I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
On your knees!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Lightning strike! Changing tactics!
There's no telling what it'll do! Stay focused!
Watch yourself. Sense
You
incredible
picked the
power.
wrong fight!
Without a trace!
Bloody
Blow away! Can't move!
Don't leave me! Not on my watch! First aid!
Denied! Resuscitation!
Radiant! Here!
Not done yet!
Shattering to pieces! Enough, my finest! Heal my weary companion!
By the power of
From
flame!
beyond,
Finish
imbued
it
in
up!
your soul with life! Resuscitation!
Explosion!
Breath of life! Heal my weary... Companion!
This should do it!
Into the shadows! Burn!
Ready!
Power of flame!
Anything in armor is all
Without a
mine!
trace!
Let me see what I can do!
Try harder!
Light!
Blow away!
Explosion!
Heal!
Dragon Swarm!
Eagle prepared.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Breath of life! Heal my weary companion! Storm! Cure! Thanks!
Gemini Alpha!
In a bind! Just
Another
Blow away!
Radiant Power! Here!
outline you with the
Talon Hurricane! Here goes!
outline you
Blow
with
away!
the
Eagle Assault!
Ready, shot!
I never miss!
No! Can't end here!
Couldn't make it in time.
Let's tear 'em up! Let me show you what my art can do!
I'm on it! Can't move!
Resurrection!
beyond. Intake this! Resuscitation! Anything in order is all mine! Heal my... weary
Radiant
companion!
blood! Back into
Sure.
fray!
Armor won't save me! Now I'm in the groove! In a bind!
First strike!
Blazing flame!
Blow away!
It was not blind you into dust! This one's for you!
Lightning slash! Blow away!
Captivity!
I'm going to need to use
Blow
all the
away!
power of my healing art to
Hold
hold
now!
down!
Sergeant!
Glimmer blast free!
Eagle Assault! I'll fix you up!
Not today!
It's in your hands now.
Artist, coming through!
Talon Hurricane!
Annihilation! Eagle Fly! I won't give up!
First strike!
Not on my watch!
Talon Hurricane!
I can feel the medicine working. I'll bring you back from death's abyss. I'm almost impressed.
High praise
Now
coming
you
from
see
you.
what I can
I
do!
said almost. Don't
You're
get
nearly
carried
done
away.
for.
Let me show you what my art can do.
I've let you all down!
Blow away!
Thanks, Shiro.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Flare tornado!
Lightning slash! Burn!
I can't heal you forever.
Talon Hurricane!
That'll bring you down.
First strike! Can't end here!
From death's abyss. Resuscitation!
For you, Dad!
By the power of water!
Leave a cosmic
Strike!
illusion!
Spear! Pierce evil!
From beyond, I will not let you all down.
Give up!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul.
First aid!
In a bind,
Searing tempest!
resonate with the
I'll
earth.
bring you back from death's
Stalagmite,
abyss.
rending you apart.
Resuscitation!
Bloody
Here's a
howling.
healing art! Searing flame!
I'll face you.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation!
Heal my wearied companion.
Into the shadows!
Cure.
By the power of flame! Vanish with... Not a trace!
We could be more than go away. What?
Explosion!
Benediction light.
Burning strike! I can handle it!
Can you take it? In the groove.
Mega Red!
Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic vision! Breath of life! Heal my weary.
Where are you going?
Denied! The Earth lost in pain. I can carve through armor!
Try harder!
First sight! No further! I'll let you all down.
Burn!
By the power of flame!
Raining flash!
Elusive deity!
Don't mind if I do! Explosion!
Soaring blast!
Burning strike!
Elusive... Picture repelled! Benediction light. I could do this all day! Another incantation ruined!
Blew away!
Evil God!
Glacial
This one's for you, Dad!
Blew away!
Benediction light! Heal!
Hollow dare! Radiant pierce!
Resonate with the earth!
Blew away!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Yes. Huh?
Really?
Really now.
I'm going to put their genius to use in restoring Dana.
You're weighing recruitment options here, of all places? I admit I'm impressed.
After the help we've given them, it's the least they can do for us.
Huh? That can't be.
I guess...
Great! Why? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah!
You dummy!
Whoa!
And then she has to come along and...
Hey, you're looking a little red there. You working up a fever, or...?
You dummy!
What did I do?
Filled with equal parts compassion and passion, always ready to boldly rescue anyone from the perils of the munchies. Delectable, ineffable Dohalim pancakes! Get 'em while they're hot!
That's quite the sales pitch.
This is all new to me as well, I assure you.
Why, if it isn't Lord Dohalim himself! Care for a pancake, my lord?
Might as well have some while we're here.
Indeed. However, I'm not sure how I feel about eating my own visage in front of the populace.
At least let me show you how to make them! I'll also teach you the most important part, how to draw Lord Dohalim.
Oh, this sounds like pure gold. I'm game.
Hey! We should make some pancakes right now.
They were drawing Dohalim's face back there. That seems like a handy trick to keep in your back pocket.
The recipe's light on ingredients, and a little extra work could bring the flavor right out.
Great! Then let's make some together. Our very own personalized pancakes.
Sure, I got this.
You're out, Alphen. I don't need spicy pancakes. You're out too, Kisara. You'd win easily.
Win what? Is it a competition?
Yes! A contest between me, Shion, and Dohalim.
Wait, what? I'm more of an eating specialist.
You can say that again.
I accept any and all challenges.
Great. Then I'll be the judge.
I can gather the ingredients.
Okay, then it's on!
Hey, what about me?
Thanks.
Oh!
Whoa!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen! It's time to find out once and for all whose pancakes reign supreme!
I guess he's emceeing now.
Let's hear some thoughts from Kisara, our judge!
Indeed. This is a highly eclectic group of competitors. I look forward to seeing what they produce for us today.
Expectations sure are running high! Ah! And here comes Shion with her entry!
I applied all of my know-how to this, and put extra care into the visual presentation.
Well, that's bold.
Nothing wrong with Shion holding her head high. Let's see how it tastes. What?
I mixed in some candy that tingles the tongue.
Oh, I see. It's creative. I'll give it that. But it's quite, a mouthful, as it were. It might be too sweet.
Well, I should hope so. I put in as much food and sugar as I could. It should provide 3 days' worth of nourishment.
3 days' worth?
Our judge has been left stunned!
And not in a good way.
Now it's time for the Lord himself!
Here is what I made.
What the?
Dohalim pancakes!
I can't believe he actually did the art.
Go on, relish my crowning achievement to your heart's content.
Well, don't mind if I do.
Not even a moment's pause.
Dohalim, there's some strange liquid leaking out of this.
Indeed, I gathered delicacies the world over and packed them all in. That's what makes my masterpiece so good. Pancakes are overrated anyways.
And you're out.
Defeat.
And just like that, his lordship is disqualified!
What do I do? I just made regular old pancakes. They're both just so eccentric. And mine is so... How am I supposed to follow their acts?
Rinwell, you're up!
Okay, I'm coming. Just putting on some finishing touches. Woo! Oh, Oodle. Ah! Your face! Whew! Are you sure? Well, okay. I'll never forget you, Hoodle. Yeah!
Huh?
Okay, made it. Here you go.
Oh no, you didn't.
Huh?
Never mind. Let's see what Judge Kisara thinks.
Let's see. It's nice and soft around the edges, and yet there's a Hoodle face firmly imprinted in the middle. The contrast of fluffiness and firmness is simply fascinating. And there's a sweet texture that's nicely offset by the jam's tartness. That, and it's the strangest thing, it gives me this odd sense of ardor and conviction. I give this a perfect winning score.
Rinwell takes the title!
Looks like you reign supreme over Pancakedom.
I don't understand. I thought I'd gotten the look and taste perfect. What could I have done wrong? Huh? Where's Kisara?
She took off running to burn off the food she ate.
I may have done her a disservice. I guess I was only thinking about what I personally would want to eat.
You know, these other ones are actually pretty good. I could go for more of this texture and salty sweetness.
I agree. Still, they pale next to Rinwell's pancakes.
Yeah, no question there.
In fact, I would love to partake in them again sometime. Hmm? Whatever gave it such a fright?
Don't worry about it. I'll draw all of your faces next time.
I can't wait.
You just draw them, right?
What do you all say to taking the path less trodden for once?
Path? I don't see any path.
Do you mean that thing that looks like an animal trail? Path may be a generous term. I'm assuming you know where it leads?
My gut says to a bridge.
Hoodle says your gut's wrong.
Really? Well, it is definitely in the right general direction.
Not that main roads are necessarily danger-free, but he does have an uncanny knack for insisting on some strange and unique routes.
Alphen always did like a challenge. Can't say I appreciate some of the more daredevil ways he's taken us, though.
Like the landslide he insisted was a shortcut before disappearing off the edge? Nearly gave me a heart attack.
I'll say, yet the intrepid explorer looked as happy as a pig in muck.
Probably best we stick to doing our own orienteering in the future.
Hey, so what about this route then?
Maybe if we pretend we can't hear him.
Don't you think the path forward is fraught enough without making extra problems for ourselves? Maybe best to reel it back.
Good point. I say we stick to the main track like regular travelers for once.
Guys? I will break down this wall!
Seriously?
Here we go!
Aw.
Good grief. Remind me again why we're all getting soaking wet just to find some fishing hole?
Shh. Some things are better left unquestioned.
But
What?
Something wrong?
no, not at all. Gee, I wonder where that fishing hole could be.
This cavern is surprisingly big. Not to mention nice and cool, too.
The way the light from the glowing stones reflects in the water, it almost feels like a dream.
What, this damp and slimy place? Are we looking at the same thing?
Alphen, do you understand what's on the line here?
What?
The fish, Alphen. With all these Zoogles around, nobody can give them a good home. Namely, my stomach.
Shion, we can't rush this. If there's a big-time Zoogle waiting for us, we've got to be prepared.
You've got a point.
We can't let some dumb Zoogle beat us. Not with these fish at stake.
I'm pretty sure we're all in it to win it here. Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I'm surprised to see you up reading so late. What have you got there?
Oh, it's a book about magic. I was hoping I'd reach the end of this chapter before I went to bed.
I'm impressed you can read all that tiny text without drifting off.
It's easy. Honestly, the subject is so interesting, it keeps me wide awake. Although I have to admit, the more I read this book, the more I realize just how much I still have to learn. I hate not knowing it all, so it pushes me to keep learning as much as I can so I can be a real expert.
So that's why you're studying by the campfire every night, huh? You've really changed, Rinwell.
Really? I don't feel like it.
Remember how you used to be when we first met in Calaglia?
Sure, but that's because I was still hiding a lot from you guys. Am I really all that different aside from that?
Definitely. It's the difference between a rock and the sun.
Are you saying I used to be like a rock? That's not something you should use to describe a girl, Alphen.
My bad. But the comparison is still apt. You used to not be open with us about your magic at all. And now look at you.
Well, I guess you may have a point. I used to hate studying magic because my parents made me do it. And after everything that happened, I felt like it brought nothing but trouble. But now, I don't think it's so bad after all. Maybe I really have changed more than I thought. All magic is simply astral energy combined with knowledge. It's neither good nor bad by itself. It all depends on how you use it. Saying it out loud, I guess I finally made peace with it.
I think you have Law to thank for that.
What? Why him?
I mean, he was kind of the one who...
Nope, he's got nothing to do with it. None. Zilch. Nada. Nothing.
If Law heard that, he'd be pretty bummed, you know.
You're crazy. I don't see why he would be.
Are you saying you rather he wouldn't be? I'd say the fact you can get so worked up about things now is another sign you've changed.
Sounds like someone wants me to put on a little magic show.
All right, all right. I'll take my leave before I say anything else that might get me into trouble. Just make sure you aren't staying up too late, okay?
Ugh, I'm not a little kid anymore. Yeesh. Though actually, it felt kind of nice hearing that. I wonder why. Woo! Night, everyone.
That thing looks pretty menacing.
Ah, nothing we can't handle.
So this...
He's the one who polluted the pond! Consider this payback for all those fish! Go for the weak one!
Dare strike me from behind? The enemy wields our truth.
We'll soon see about that. Lightning! Not in your dreams!
Far enough!
Lightning! It's raining blobs of slime! Gross!
I'll take out as many as I can!
Raining blast! The flame inside me yearns to be ready for
Red
you!
move!
Here comes the big one! Burn in hell! Blow away! Raining blast! Raining blast! Blow away!
Heal my weary
Raining blast!
Blazing flame!
Thanks!
Swallow
Raining distance!
Mega Ray! Gemini, this one's mine!
I can do this all day!
Show you what my art can do!
Dragon
Adversity is said to be the best motivation.
coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Benediction light.
Blazing flame!
Art expert coming through!
You'll pay for that! Try harder!
Resuscitation!
Blow away! Inferno punch!
Glacial
No rest for the
It's
wicked.
on! Blow away! Raining blast!
I'm nearly done for.
You're on! We did it! Elusive baby!
Radiant Pierce!
Blow away! Blazing flame!
Lightning!
Blow away!
Lightning! Downfall!
Try harder!
Here's a healing art! First aid!
I'll face you.
Radiant Pierce!
Not today!
I'm out of ammo! Watson!
Yours you.
Annihilation! The power of flame!
Bloody
Finish without a trace! Inferno punch!
Negative gate.
Explosion!
Can't move.
Don't leave me!
Armor won't save you. Heal.
Sorry.
In a
Didn't want to
bind.
put you out.
What are friends for if we can't depend on one another?
You're right.
Not done
I'll bear that in mind.
Blow away! Radiant Slash! Blow away! Everlasting Negative Gate! Radiant Slash!
Damn it!
Blow away!
Can't be happening.
Radiant Slash! Radiant Slash!
We got a taste. Our hearts are being interrupted.
What was I thinking?
Super Swallow Dance!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Ah, right.
Radiant Slash! The flame inside me cures if he lets free!
Glacial Spear.
Radiant Slash! Burn!
There's not enough time to heal everyone.
So what do we do? Play dead?
Shut up and be more defensive.
Dragon Form! Do it! More! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Dragon Form! Now, while it's coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. That'll bring you down.
I'll smash you!
Here's a healing arc.
It's on!
Don't give up.
I'll finish you here. From beyond, imbue this vanquish. Glacial Spear.
Here's evil. Here goes.
Resuscitation.
Don't mind if I do. I won't give up.
Heal my weary companion.
Blow away! Radiant Slash! Blow away!
Imbue this blow away.
Next!
No further.
What was I thinking?
Blow away!
I'm going to need
Radiant
to use
Slash! Here comes something big!
Try to dodge.
Forgive me. This is my fault. Anything in armor is that frickin' does it! Armor won't save you! From beyond, I've used too much. So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complete idea.
Nope, that isn't true.
Hold on to your arc. Here I come.
These six have got your name on them!
Here's a healing arc.
First strike!
First aid.
Dragon Form!
By the power of flame. Finish without a trace.
He's almost got it beat.
It's getting weaker.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'm on it!
Here's a healing arc. First
Radiant
aid.
Slash! Burn!
I'm ready.
Radiant Slash!
Where are you going?
Changing tactics!
There's no telling what it'll do. Stay focused. Burning strike.
Now you see what I can do!
I can handle it.
It's gonna attack!
Right. Watch out.
No! It can't end here! This should do it! Blow away!
Let you all down.
Radiant Slash!
Again.
Blow away!
Do it.
Radiant Slash! Still!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished! No way!
Looks like the little guy had a trick up its sleeve.
There's always something bigger and slimier.
Is this it?
Seriously?
Searing flame! By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace! Here goes!
Nothing gets by me!
You picked the wrong fight! Raining Splash! Blew away! Raining Splash! This should do it!
It's trying to take us out.
Well, I won't go quite!
Here's evil! This one's mine!
Can't get out of this! Shattering
Not on
pieces!
my watch!
Attack time! Denied!
Blew away!
Now you see what I can do! Take it!
First aid!
Raining Splash! Blew away! Blew away! Burn! Raining Splash! Blew away! Raining Splash! Blew away!
Take this!
Raining Splash! Blew away! Raining
Resonate
Splash!
with the earth!
Blew away!
Stalagmite! Raising you apart!
Raining Splash!
Bloody
Raining Splash! Try harder!
I couldn't make it in time.
Raining Splash! Blew away! Try harder!
Here goes!
The big one's up to something.
I don't want to know what else it has in store.
Let's smash it to pieces before it can show us!
Quite. Such unadulterated fury.
Heal! Confess you!
I never miss!
Raining Splash!
I'm on it!
Got you! This radiant here!
Take this!
Raining Splash!
Into the shadow!
Blew away! Raining Splash! Blew away! Raining Splash! Blew away! Sonic Spear! Blew away!
Take Glimmer Flame! One more! Outstanding form!
Blew away! Raining Splash! Blew away!
No further!
Searing Flame!
Raining
By the
Splash!
power of flame!
Eat this! Raining Splash!
On your knees!
Raining
I'll
Splash!
smash you!
It's wide open!
It won't escape me! The finishing blow!
You'll need to beat me to it, kid.
I'll take on that challenge!
Freeze Blaster!
Blew away! Raining Splash!
Lightning! Downfall! Lightning! Downfall!
Raining Splash!
This one's mine! Radiant
Blew away! Try harder! Raining Splash! Try harder!
Negative gain!
Damn it! Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
All right.
Sure.
All right!
Uh-huh.
Huh? What?
Oh, wow!
You dummy!
Good grief.
Ugh, I feel so gross and sticky after that fight.
Tell me about it. We better hurry and get a bath and laundry going ASAP. Great! Yes!
Ugh.
All right. reeled us in a big one.
I can't believe you caught that with a rod. Amazing.
Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
Huh? Something smells nice.
It's probably the accessory I picked up earlier. It uses materials that put off a pleasing aroma.
Ooh, that sounds lovely. I'm jealous.
Want to try it on? I'm sure it'll look great on you.
Really? I'd love to.
Mind if I join you, Law?
So, how's it been going?
How's what been going?
Come on, man. You know what I mean. How have things been with you and Shion?
I had a feeling it was about that. Well, what about things on your end?
No, we're not talking about me. I'd rather hear about you.
I don't really have anything to share on that front.
Don't be like that. You think I can't tell something's been going on?
Look, I'm not the type to go blabbing about that kind of stuff.
Give me a break. Don't keep secrets from me just because you're a little old.
I'm not that old.
I don't know, man. Lately it seems like you start wheezing as soon as we get into a fight.
That's some pretty big talk. You really want to try your luck with me? What were we talking about before?
It was... well, it doesn't really matter now.
What's wrong? Did I hit your head too hard?
No, man, you don't get it. You're really something, Alphen.
What do you mean?
Just you. How you always indulge me and help me work through my jumbled thoughts.
Do I?
Yeah, I always feel better after being with you. Even duking it out just now helped.
There you go again, making me out to be better than I really am.
I'm not making you out to be anything. You can't stop me from admiring you, Alphen.
You've got strange taste then.
I'm fine with that. I hope someday I can be there to lift you up, too.
I don't plan on getting quite that old anytime soon.
We should go again sometime.
We should. I look forward to it.
Let's make sure to kick ass tomorrow, too.
Oh. You know, don't you think we're running a little low on food?
I guess we are. Looks like there's a place to fish over there.
Oh, what do you know? I'll go catch us some dinner.
You could have just said you wanted to fish.
Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho!
Maybe something's going on in the forest. Maybe something's going on in the forest. You okay, Law? You seem kind of quiet.
I'm fine. Just feels a little weird returning home now that my dad's not here, I guess. Oh man, sorry. I didn't mean to bum you out too.
So I guess that means you'll be visiting your dad's grave while you're here. Right, Law?
His grave? What are you, nuts? There is no grave. The Rena would only destroy it the moment they found it.
Back before Calaglia was liberated, dead slaves would be dumped in mass burial sites. Either that or thrown on top of a bonfire. We got used to cremating our own to deny them the pleasure. Then we'd sprinkle the ashes from high up as a way of returning them to the motherland.
It's all we could do. That's the ceremony we had when my mom died, too.
But that was back then, right? Calaglia is liberated now. There's nothing to stop you from raising a true grave anymore.
I suppose you've got a point. Once you've been doing something for generations, though, it sort of begins to take root. It's a tradition of its own now.
My dad wouldn't want that anyway. Cheap and simple, he'd say. Besides, I can't treat him differently than my mom. They might not end up meeting on the other side.
I hadn't thought of it like that. Wow, imagine. The two of them reunited, back home where they belong. They're probably watching over us right now, at one with Great Dana. There's something almost poetic about it.
That's why I can't afford to screw up. If I know my pops, something as paltry as death won't stop him from coming to box my ears. Still, better than being left alone, I guess. Better than never knowing. You hear that, Dad? I'll make you proud. You'll see.
Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo. Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo. Maybe something's going on in the forest. Maybe something's going on in the forest. Maybe something's going on in the forest. What do you want to do about that big one?
Let's take it down.
Don't get careless. No choice.
Blazing Village!
Blow away! Totally! In an instant! Impact Cross!
Their hide is
One
taking
final
over.
push.
Let's
ready.
finish this off.
I'll do my best. All yours, Kisara.
What's on the other side of this door, anyway?
Why ask me when you can just open it and find out?
This is...
But this is...
Right.
Kisara. Oh!
Wow!
Nice one, Alphen.
Thanks. Gotta keep up with the competition.
Personally, I prefer Bologna.
Hey, new equipment!
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
Maybe something's going on in the forest. Maybe something's going on in the forest. Oh?
Right.
Okay, off we go.
Okay, off we go.
This is such a beautiful island.
Yet it's just as full of Zoogles as everywhere else on Dana.
The fact there are piers suggests people must have come here in the past, though.
The reason they're gone is simple. The Renans put all of the Danans to work on the crown contest after they conquered the planet.
So there would have been nobody left to enjoy the view here after the Great Conquest. Once this whole thing is over, we'll have to all come back here together so we can appreciate it. Did I say something weird?
No, I was just impressed you came up with such a good idea for once.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. So, Kisara, once this fight is all over, I'm guessing you plan on heading back to Viscent?
Yeah. I've seen and learned so much traveling Dana with you all. I want to see those lessons applied back home. Hopefully I can use that knowledge to help reform Menancia even further, so it can be a model to other realms. What about you, Alphen? What's your plan?
That's a good question. I think I would be happy just to be able to put my fighting days behind me and live a calmer, more peaceful life. Granted, all I've ever known is how to swing a sword. I'm not sure that switch will be so easy. Still, as long as I have somewhere to come home to, somewhere with a roof and 4 walls without any holes in them, that'll be good enough for me. It would be a home with enough food to make sure I don't go hungry, and a warm bed at night so I don't freeze. It wouldn't have to be anything fancy.
You've always been modest like that. But you're forgetting something else that makes a home. Family. What if you and Shion...
I'd hate to make this conversation all about me. Is there anything you want for yourself once things are over?
For myself? I've never really thought about it. Well, there is one thing I can think of. I don't know if I should say it, though.
Yeah?
I want a fishing pond.
Really?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for a while now. I love fishing, but it's always been such a process to actually do. You always have to make all these preparations before you go out and fish. It'd be nice to have a place I could visit without that hassle. Dig a pond, fill it with water, and get some fish for it. If I could do that, I wouldn't have to worry about Zoogles, and everyone could use it.
You really do love fishing if you're even thinking of ways to help other people enjoy it.
I do. Just don't tell him I said any of this, okay?
Him? You mean Dohalim? True. If he caught wind of it, it might turn into a way bigger project than it really needs to be.
Not only that, he's still determined to make Viscent's residents happy. But personally, I feel his power would be better put to use elsewhere. So if I ever get around to making my fishing pond, I'd rather do it on my own.
Well, if you ever need help, don't hesitate to ask. I don't know my lures from my rods, but I can definitely help with any manual labor you need.
That's sweet of you to offer. I think I'll take you up on that. And then, with the fish I catch there, I could treat everyone to special home-cooked dinners. I'm getting excited already just thinking about it. I suppose I never realized until this conversation that I had any dreams like that for myself. Thank you, Alphen. Don't worry. Once I finish folding these clothes, I'll go to sleep.
It's you!
Lord Dohalim!
I figured I'd find you here, Kelzalik.
You knew he'd be here?
The handwriting on the note was all too familiar to me.
Did you come all the way out here to mock me, or have you changed your mind about putting me to death?
What if I had?
You have no right. You who abandoned your lordly duties and chose to fraternize with embeddeds of all people! And for what? How could someone as powerful as yourself turn your back upon the crown contest?
Not this again!
I ran from this once. but I must face it now. The crown contest was never for me. I apologize for dragging you along, but I do not regret my choice in the slightest. Listen to me, Kelzelik. People change. They can change given time, and regardless of their race. I know you're a capable man. You could do so much for others if you were so inclined.
Me? Impossible. It's too late for me. Death. Death closes in on me wherever I go.
What?
That's Almetrius.
Is she alive too?
It's death!
Has this thing become even more ruthless?
There's nothing more fearsome than a wounded beast.
Especially without its master.
Well, I'm not leaving it to its own devices.
I never miss!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
This ends now!
Freeze cleanser!
Now you see what I can do. Bloody
Our arts are being interrupted.
Power of flame! Finish without a
Try
trace!
harder! Burn in hell! Raining flash!
take this.
Blew away!
Split.
Raining flash! Blew away!
Here's evil! Freeze cleanser!
Super swallow dead.
Raining! I've been hit with something! Raining
So even a masochist has its limits.
No,
Feeling so great.
Inspiration.
coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing orb!
Cure.
Here I go! Hot stick!
Rock split.
Blow away! Try harder!
I'll finish you here and now.
Blow away! Try harder!
Heal my
Ready?
weary
Try
companion.
harder!
You must be tired of healing me.
I'm merely doing what I can.
Glad you're on us, Sylvain.
Blow away! Try
I
harder!
can carve through armor.
Raining slash!
I'm on it.
Here I go!
Not on my watch!
Hurricane.
Ignite!
Radiant burn!
Bloody howler. Now in a bind.
You may be strong, but I'll never back down!
Inferno punch. Can you take it?
Lightning!
Eagle fly.
Blow away! Raining slash! Blow away! Time to let it rip! Dragon Swarm!
Hurricane.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'm going to need to use all the power of
Okay, here I
bring
go.
you down!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Blow away!
Smash you.
Downfall!
Raining slash!
Seismic
Blow
rush.
away! Burn!
Super swallow dead. Tempest engulf.
Now or never! Raining slash! Blow away!
Hurricane.
Art field!
In a bind.
Radiant
Try harder!
Here!
Raining slash! Try harder!
Nothing gets by me.
Can't move!
Don't leave me!
Powered hurricane. Does it hurt? Sonic spear. Eagle ray. This is not my finest.
Not done yet!
I hope this thing is exactly approved.
Raining slash!
I let you all down.
Is that his healing art?
It is. I can't ignore your pain. I'll try to be more careful.
Freeze laser!
Can't move!
In a bind?
Blew away! Ready out!
Benediction.
You'll pay for that!
Raging blade! Swallow dance! Elusive deity! Rotating pile driver!
Not in your dreams!
Breath of life! Heal my wearied companion! Cure! Another incantation ruin!
Gemini! I'll bring you back from death's
Heal
abyss.
my wearied companion!
Primed and ready.
Heal my wearied companion!
Not done yet!
This one's mine.
Ready flash! Blew away!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Blew away!
Resuscitate.
I'm ready! Flash!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life!
Ready! Try harder!
Such unadulterated fury.
Blew away! Blew away!
Can't get out of bed!
Blew away!
I can carve through!
Hold on to your heart. Here I come.
Scream bathed in blood!
Not on my watch. I'm all stuffed up.
I'm on it! Negative
Blew away!
storm!
Here, let me help.
Ready!
Dance on the wind! Blazing flame!
Wide open!
It won't escape me!
Ready! Flash! Blew away! Ready! Flash! Blew away!
Does it!
Ready!
Here, let me help.
Try harder!
Anything in the world! Hold on! Now on
Blew away!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Talon heart! Ready to go! Overwhelm save you!
To be let free! It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out.
I'm nearly done for.
Out of ammo.
No! Can't end here!
Forgive me. Don't mind if I do. I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
They smite with blood. Take this!
I am
This
on
is
your
what my life can do. Rise and shine.
Now I'm in the groove!
Now you let loose! Blew away! Ready! Flash! Blew away! Ready!
Super swallow dance!
Freeze laser. Let the marksman handle it.
Ready! Flash!
This one's mine.
Time to feel some hurt! Ready! Flash! Blew away!
I'm on it!
Ready! Flash!
Anything in
Into the
armor is
shadows.
all
Blew
mine!
away! Burn in hell!
Mega ray.
Blew away!
Annihilation.
Save you! Bloody
Ready! Flash!
What is?
Blew
It was
away!
nice while it was
Ready!
negative.
Flash!
Here goes.
Inspiration!
Too much!
I couldn't make it in time.
Annihilation. Into the shadows. Don't mind if I do.
Imbue this vanquished soul with life, resuscitation.
Hear me, flame.
Not
Benediction.
Glorious. Here's me.
blew away!
Power of flame.
From beyond,
Finish with
imbue
power.
this vanquished soul
Ready!
with life,
Flash!
resuscitation.
Radiant here.
One final push.
Let's finish this off.
I'll do my best not to disappoint.
Ready! Flash! Blew away! Ready! Flash! Blew away!
Now I'm in the groove. Take this.
Here, let me help. I'm ready.
Nothing
I won't give up.
Stay away from my friend!
Dance on the wind.
Arc sealed. Don't mind if I do.
You picked the wrong fight!
Watch yourself.
Blow
Sense
away!
incredible power.
Raining Slash! Blow away!
Companion.
Blow away!
Watch this!
Raining Slash! Blow away! Dragon Shout!
I can done this!
Raining Slash! Blow away! Raining Slash! Blow away! Raining Slash!
Art expert coming through!
Talon Hurricane! See what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Radiant clear!
On your knees.
Primed and ready!
Blow away!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Dragon Shout!
Rip and tear!
Elusive being can't get out of this!
Glacial Spear! Here's Eagle!
Leave the turn!
This one's mine!
It's trying to take us out.
Well, I won't go quiet! I'm on it!
Raining Slash!
No further.
Eat dirt!
I can't heal you forever!
Ready and
Raining
rare!
Slash!
I can carve through
Blow
armor!
away! Raining
By the power of Goddess!
I'm gonna need more than that.
Storm! Don't give up!
Talon Storm!
I'll bring you...
All yours, Kisara.
There!
Would you come with us? We can take you someplace safe.
To where? Where could I possibly be safe from that?
What are you talking about? We already took care of the monster.
No! Death is immortal by its very nature. Even now it haunts me. It hounds me. The Silver Death curses me incessantly with its many faces, many voices. Don't follow me. Leave me be. Leave me alone!
What's happened to him?
Whatever it is, it seems we have read the situation wrong.
He spoke of a silver death. Do you think he could be referring to the people back in Vicente that he hollowed?
He did so at Almadria's urging. I'm sure that somewhere deep down, he felt guilt and remorse for what he did. It was easy to blame it all on Almadria while she was alive. But now that she's gone, he has no one left but himself to blame for his own misdeeds. He's alone with his guilt on this island.
But it sounds like he lacked the mental fortitude to endure it.
Makes sense. Sounds like just desserts to me.
Almadria's monsters had nothing to do with it then.
So he was a Renin, yet he regretted his part in the Dahnan's persecution. And now he's beyond help.
Should we really just wash our hands of him, though?
To be honest, it seems like he's punished himself far more than any punishment we could hope to mete out. Dohalim.
If I hadn't met all of you, No, even after that. If I hadn't accompanied you on this journey, it's entirely possible that might have been me.
But you did. You're here with us now. And you didn't stumble upon redemption, Dohalim. This is the path you chose for yourself.
Yes, I suppose it is.
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
I think Hootle senses something.
Well, most of the perches are filled up now. Frankly, I'm amazed there's so many of these guys.
What cautious lives they must have lived. They deserve credit for their vitality.
They're all so lovely individually, but I think they look downright awe-inspiring, and so many of them are gathered together in one place.
I don't know. It's hard to relax with all of them eyeballing us at once.
Yeah, I guess owls do seem to stare.
You've done well.
He's at it again.
Come on, you know you like it.
Frankly, I never thought you'd gather so many of us.
You are so quick to rescue those in need. You have given us a big, happy family.
We're on the brink of extinction. We must work together if we are to change our fate.
You carry a heavy burden.
Don't you worry. We can change fate. You won't be alone. I promise.
This isn't just your fight. I'm here for you too. I want us both to be together.
That was you interpreting for the owls, right?
Yeah, of course.
It's nice to see everyone getting along, but perhaps we should be moving on.
Just who was that conversation between?
Try not to think about it too much. Besides, there's still a few empty perches left.
We've come this far. Why stop now, right?
Hey, Hootle. Once we've managed to gather all the owls, after that... Huh?
My word, this must be the work of Providence.
Prava what now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
Ah, hoo hoo hoo. Hoo, hoo hoo hoo.
That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him. Are those two discussing relics again?
Then it's a promise.
Indeed it is.
Law, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh, Kisara. It's nothing. It's just those two are being sneaky over there. I heard something about a promise.
A promise? If it has to do with relics, then what?
Wait. You don't think they're gonna ditch us to become treasure hunters, do you?
I really doubt that.
You never know. He's pretty damn crazy for those relics of his.
Yeah, that's true.
It'd make things difficult for you if they just up and disappeared on us, right?
Yeah, that'd cause some problems.
We've gotta do something to stop them.
Hey, what if we collected all of the relics ourselves?
That's it! Then they wouldn't have to go anywhere!
We might not be able to hear them talk like he can, but we can still search for them anywhere that looks likely.
Yeah, between the two of us, I'm sure we won't miss a single one.
Speaking of which, why are you so concerned about them taking off?
Huh? Well, you see...
This is going to be so great!
Indeed. Once we're finished, we can hold it in the palace.
A Dahnan Relic exhibition!
I'll let you serve as our exhibit guide, Rinwell.
Right! I'll study up so I can answer any question they throw at me.
And, if you could, please ensure that Hootle stays far, far away from the exhibits.
Who?
That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
My word, this must be the work of Providence.
Prova what now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
What a wonderful treasure this is.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
It's like we've assembled every single owl in Dana.
You know, looking at them all, I think we very well may have. Talk about a spectacular sight.
Yeah. His Majesty and Her Majesty both seem pleased as well.
When she's all alone, her thoughts drift to sad places. I did all this so that she could have lots of friends and live happily ever after.
Hey, I get a little grumpy sometimes.
I'm interpreting for the owls, not talking about you.
Well, at least Hootle isn't alone anymore, right?
Right. Hey, Hootle? Huh? Hootle, I think you should stay. If you keep traveling with us, it's going to be constant fighting, and you'll be put in a lot more danger. But this is a safe place, filled with lots of friends for you. Plus, you can learn lots of new stuff with friends. Just like all the new things I've gotten to learn since I met Alphen and everyone else. All I could teach you was to jump from twig to twig. But now look at you. You're soaring to new heights. You can go wherever you want on your own now. So, stay here and be with your friends, okay?
Are you sure about this?
Hey, I didn't mean for you to...
It's okay. I've made up my mind. We stuck with each other for as long as we did because we had no one else to depend on. Now, it's for the best we stay among our own kind. Take care of yourself, Hootle. Hootle? Hootle, no! Your friends are that way! Why can't you understand?
I think he's trying to say, I don't abandon my friends.
Huh?
Hootle has his own wings. If he wanted to leave, he could have left whenever he wanted to.
He can come back to this place whenever he wants to. But right now, what he wants is to be with you.
It's true that his own kind is here, and he knows that. But he won't know if you'll always be around, Rinwell.
But, I mean...
I think he's asking you whether you really want him to go.
No! Of course I don't really want him to go! Hootle's the only family I have left!
Then it's settled.
Hootle has a place to go home to whenever he wants, and that'll never change things between you.
Are you sure about this, Hootle?
Take care of our friend.
I pray your journey is a safe one.
Okay, enough already.
Thank you. Try to be nice to one another, Your Majesties.
Well, what's the answer?
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, we'll both take care of each other.
I meant the owl's answer.
Let's go, Hootle!